Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video real quick. The reason I'm wearing the same clothes as the last video, I might upload this tomorrow, but this is just a video I wanted to make because it came to my head and it sounds like a really good idea. But I just recently did a video about how I got the stack of games for $5, and I wanted to do a video of I wanted to kind of do a collecting guide or tips or whatever you want to call it. I want to say how you can get some really good games for really cheap because I collect games. Maybe this would be a celebration because I recently hit 800 games in my collection, which is really good, and I'm really happy with that. I'm really proud of it, and yeah, so I just kind of wanted to give some tips on how I get games so cheap because a lot of people think that game collecting would be really expensive. But if you know the right people and if you know the right areas, you can get games really cheap. I'm gonna start off with. I think I'm gonna start off with thrift shops. Thrift shops are a great way to buy a game. This system, this is a fat PS2. I didn't need it. I have a slim. I bought this for $5 because it didn't have the cords. But if you know anything about games, or if you're like me and just have a whole bunch of extra cords laying around, the cords actually aren't that expensive. I actually forgot to grab my PS1, but my PS1 I actually grabbed for I grabbed for $10 because I just wanted one. I didn't need one, but it was around $10, and the cords ended up being another $10 to buy all them. So I got that system for $20. That system isn't saying much, but you need the same cord for this, and that's saying something because the PS1 is only $20 as it is, but the PS2 this would cost you around $40. But if you did it like me, I paid $5. I already had the cords, but if you didn't have the cords, it would only cost you another $5. That's a great deal. Like, especially since there's so many good games on the PS1, or PS1 and 2, because this is backwards compatible. And I'm going to skip on to this. I also bought this at a thrift shop. This is a PS2 Slim. I paid $20 for this. It came with a controller, a game, and all the cords only for $20. And that's a great deal to get you started on games because there's a lot of good classics on the PS2. I actually have some later that I'm going to say how I got them cheap because this might be more of a story time video because I'm just showing some of my greatest deals I have and some little tips sprinkled in. But this is just showing you how you can get started on game collecting for not that much money. Another game system I got really cheap is this PSP. I actually got this for $20 with the charge. Well, actually, I needed to buy a charger, but that wasn't that bad. And with the game and everything, I think I paid actually $10 on this one because it was a half off day. Some thrift shops I used to go to actually did have days where everything in the store was half off, and that was a great deal. And I actually forgot to grab them, but I also have a Wii. I just forgot to grab it. I got that for $7. It didn't have a controller or the cords, but it was $7, and I already had the cords because I used to have one, but it broke, and I just shut the cords in a box somewhere. So, and I actually had a controller as well because like I said, I used to have a Wii a long time ago. So that is a great deal, especially since I bought it to play GameCube games. And you can hack those things, so you can put a whole bunch of games on it. I've done it once. I haven't actually played any of the games, but it is a great thing to do. It's especially for the Wii, since they have so many great games like Mario and everything, and it's great for kids. I'm checking my time. So I need to get going. Another thing I got at thrift stores is this DS. I actually have a case. It came with a matching pink case full of games. I'm serious. They had like 20 games. And 2 of them was Mario vs. Donkey Kong and Mario Bros. But Mario Bros, I actually already had it. So I actually sold that Mario Bros to GameStop. I got this whole system for $10. And then I sold that Mario Bros for $6. So I got half my money's back just for that one game. I already had it. I would have sold it to somebody that needed it more than GameStop, but I was in the store and I needed something, so I sold it. And next, I'm going to just kind of listen off some thrift shop finds. I got this. One thing about game collecting is you should always wait. If you want something bad enough and you don't want to spend the money, eventually you'll find a deal for that much. At least half the times I've noticed. See, I wanted an original DS just for my collection. This one works fine. It came with a charger and the game for only $5 because it was a half off day at the store. They were going to sell it for, I think it was actually cheaper than that. I think they were trying to sell it for around, no, it was like $3 because they were trying to sell it for $5. Sorry, my mind's a little bit, yeah. It was around $3 for this system. It's a little bit scratched up on the screen, but it works. It turns on, it works. Yeah, I actually play on this a good bit because I'm not sure why. I always liked the original one. And you can also find great games for this. I found this copy of Mario Bros. I actually found the game loose at one thrift shop. I got it for like $4, and then I found the case at another one because someone stole the game out of the case, so I was actually able to pick up the case for around 25 cents. So this whole copy, Mario Bros. Is around, I think it's around a $30 game, maybe 20 used. I got it for around $5, so I think that's a great deal. And some games that are just a little bit more too expensive for me, such as all these games I got for $3 a piece. Toy Story 3, I had it as a kid. It's like $20 used. I got it for $3. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that one, but I got the Little Big Planet Game of the Year, and I got Ratchet & Clank, 2 great games for PS3. I picked up for $3, and I got I thought I grabbed another game, but I guess I didn't. I got the South Park Stick of Truth, which is also a great game. I meant to grab, I got Mortal Kombat, the one on PS3, I forget which one, but it's around $10 used. I got it for $3, so that's a great deal. And Fossil Fighters Champions, I don't play much of this game, but I do know that it's around a $30 game, maybe $20, and I got it for $3. So you can find great deals. And then it also helps just knowing your prices on things. You can find some cheap games, just cheap, just plain cheap. Uncharted games. All these Uncharted games, around 90 cents a piece at most game stores. These Saints Row games, or they're kind of like Grand Theft Auto, they're like $2 at most game stores. $2.95. And same with Infamous. That's around a 95-cent game. Borderlands and Dead Island, I think I'll just link things in with. These are around like $2 games, and you can buy 2 get 1 free on most stores I go to. Plus these Batman games, which are great games, these are around $2 as well, sometimes $5. But yeah, it also helps just knowing people. I didn't feel like unhooking the system, but someone gave me an Atari with like 20 games for like free. Just because they had it kicking around and they didn't have it, and I'm a game collector. So I'm looking at my time. Yeah, so it also helps just knowing people. Knowing people around. And another good thing is garage sales. I got games, but they weren't that big of a deal. I got these 2 cases, which I needed anyway. I got it for $2 for both of them because they didn't want it. This is a Mario case for my 2DS, and this is for the original DS, the little backpack thing. But yeah, that's a really good deal, and sometimes you can find games at garage sales. These ones are a little bit... I actually got these for 50 cents a piece because I got this one because I'd seen it first, and the lady, it was going to be $1, but the lady said, hey, pick out another one. So I went looking through the movies. I thought it was going to be a Blu-ray, but this is a video game. It's Infamous. It's a collector's edition case, I think. But I got these for 50 cents a piece, technically. Or buy one get one free. Buy 10 to make it 50 cents a piece. And another thing about game collecting is eBay. I'm just kind of going through things. You can find some great deals on eBay. And this also goes in with waiting. If you wait long enough, you will find what you want for the price you want to pay. Most times. It's not always going to work that way. But these are for the Wii U. I actually don't have that many Wii U games at the time because Wii U games were kind of expensive when I started collecting for that. But I got Mario Tennis, not that great, but I know it's a little bit more expensive. I got that for around $5. I got Epic Mickey for $5, Batman for $5. I got Hyrule Warriors, which is a pretty good game. I like that game. I got that for $7 on eBay. Super Mario Bros. 3D World, I got that for $10, but it's Mario, so I pay a little bit extra. Splatoon and Donkey Kong, I think I paid $7 a piece for these, and that's a lot better than shopping at stores. And a lot of times on eBay, I've noticed you can find games a lot cheaper. And one thing I'm going to head off to is pawn shops. they have great deals because a lot of times they're just trying to get the games out, and sometimes they just don't know the value of things because they're not game collectors and they're not a game store. I would have got more. I've seen a lot more, but last time I went, I got a samurai sword for pretty cheap with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. One thing about game stores, you can always ask them to go down. Sometimes they will, if you're nice to them. Don't be mean to them, and they won't give you no deal. But I got Mortal Kombat XL. I already own the regular Mortal Kombat X, but I wanted this one to have all the characters. This is still around the $20 game if you want to buy it new. If you want to buy it used, I think it's around that, but I might be wrong. This I got for $4 because it was a little bit more expensive, and I asked, hey, can you go down to $4? And he happily did. One thing that always helps, depending on the store you go to, is to ask, especially if it's a pawn shop, because they have leeway with games, and a lot of times they're just trying to get rid of them. So it always helps to ask. So I am looking at my time, because I'm running low on time. And next thing I'm going to talk about is go to places that you wouldn't expect to sell games, because they don't know what they're talking about. I go to the bookstores a lot because I collect comic books and mangas. I went to a bookstore that was a little mom and pop store, and I seen the game in their little display case. So I said, hey, do you sell game? He went to the back, and he found these. This is Pikmin, and this is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 2-disc bonus. It's an expensive game, but it was like a pre-order bonus. But point is, this is around a $30 game, and this is around a $30 game. I got them for around $5 a piece because he just wanted to get rid of them. I don't like them too much, but I knew they were expensive, so I grabbed them happily. And and this I also got in a bookstore because they didn't know what it was. At the time, it was more expensive. Just looking at my time, covering low. At the time, this was around a $20 game. I got it for $4 because they wanted to get it gone. So that's a great deal too. And it also helps to look on clearance. I bought this on clearance a little bit before they took it offline because they had this, they pretty much the rights from Capcom got taken away. So now this is going up in price. I literally bought this a day before they took it off, being able to download it, the eShop and, all of them. I got it a day before it took it off. I got it on clearance for $7, and it already went up in price. I looked on eBay. I know that's not the best place to look at, but I've seen that in some cases it's going up to $40 a piece. I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit harder to find in the future. So always look at clearance games because a lot of times you can find great deals on games. Because this is a good enough game for $7, and I've even found cheaper. I actually found this one. I actually wanted this game for a while because I only on 3DS. I wanted to get it on a system. I paid $5 for this because they were trying to get it gone, and because not a lot of people like the Wii U. But so if you look on clearance, and if you wait for the right price, most of the time you do find it for that. If you know where to look, you can start building a game collection for fairly cheap. And I'm probably gonna let you guys go. I'm probably gonna get back to doing what I'm doing later. I'm gonna have a Black Friday video to bring out because most of my games are coming. I might wait because I still have a game or two that's gonna come tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell me about some of the great deals you found at game stores because I would love to see some more of your tips especially for country living. Cause I moved out in the middle of nowhere, so I no longer have thrift shops. So I'm trying to find some more ways to get some cheap games. But thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.